Hello and welcome to RoboMonk Tarot Collective. I am RoboMonk. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are seeing what you are attracting into your life. We're going to talk about tarot, we're going to talk about spirit channeling, combining tarot and art together, and seeing what messages we can actually come up with today together. Also, there's a couple bonuses at the end, so stick around to find out about those. Now, let's find out what actually you are attracting into your life. Let's go with the first card here. All right, the Eight of Cups. There's a lot of things about the Eight of Cups. This is one of my favorite cards. It's been showing up a lot lately, collective. And if you've been following me for a while, then you understand this, right? So when I'm channeling for you, channeling for the collective. So this doesn't surprise me that this keeps coming up. There's a lot of different things with this card. There is disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, okay, seeking deeper meaning. But I always like to say, are you walking away from something that doesn't serve you? Okay. Are you walking away from something that looks good, but may not be to your soul purpose, may not be to your soul path? All right. The other thing is, Spirit could be warning you, saying, hey, there's a really good offer here. Don't go back to what's comfortable. It's time to grow. It's time for growth for you. Okay? So both of those can be wrapped up into this one card here. And we're going to see which one that is, which way it goes as the more cards progress. So we're going to find out about that. All right. I feel like going here. So Spirit is directing me here. Five of Swords, conflict, disagreements, competition, and defeat. Hollow victory. So definitely Venus in Aquarius combines love with innovative thinking, brings conflicts in the challenge as conventional approaches. So what that means is this also could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person that is competitive with you. Okay. So maybe this could be a situation where you're competing against another person and they are causing you to think about walking away from the situation entirely. It's not serving you anymore and you're walking away. So you could be attracting a different solution, a different, better way to be, a better way to live. We're going to find out a little bit more, but there's definitely a lot of competition going on here. And this person may have pulled out a lot of different tricks to try and win or quote unquote, win the competition. And this is something that they are going to have a hollow victory. It's not going to feel the greatest if they did win, or if it's something where you had to win. It's something that you weren't really passionate about. Okay. You weren't really all in and you didn't really think, wow, okay, this was for my higher purpose, my higher path. This is something that I felt like I had to do. Maybe it was in defense of something that you held dear, but it's an interesting combination here. Let's get more cards to see what's going on. All right. Yeah. Okay. So the Ace of Cups, love, new relationships, compassion, creativity, emotional fulfillment. This also can be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces with the water element. Okay. This is something that kind of goes along with what I was just saying. So there was a competition in it. You might be thinking about walking away to a new offer. Okay. If there isn't an offer on the table right now, it is coming towards you for some of you. Okay. It is coming towards you, even though you don't know and you don't recognize it. It's not in your realm of vision yet. It is coming towards you. And it's something that is going to be very beneficial to you. So if this was also a relationship that you were in, okay, and we have this Five of Swords here, maybe the both of you fought a lot, or you had a past relationship where you fought a lot with the person and it didn't feel good, right? It wasn't a loving relationship and you decided to move on from that, or you decided, boy, maybe I should find something else. A new relationship is coming in, and that's going to be so much more beneficial to you. Okay. It's going to be absolutely wonderful for you, for some of you. And it's going to be something that really does feel, and I love this card because it feels like the peace, right? With the dove coming down. It also feels like the cup is overflowing. So it's bountiful. There's a flow of emotions, positive emotions. There's so many things going on here. And then you also have the lotus down here as well. So all of those different things wrapped up into this card is really amazing. And it's a hand coming out of a cloud. It's going to come out of the blue, right? Which means it's going to come out of nowhere. I try and explain those different idioms to people that don't know that. All right. So here we go. King of Wands. All right. So this King of Wands could be also the person giving you this new offer. This is a natural leader, a visionary, okay, a person full of honor, charisma, entrepreneurial spirit, fire of fire, passion of passion. All right. This is a person that says, yes, let's do this. Let's go. Whoosh. The blaze is burning inside of them, and it's going to light a fire inside of you too. So if this is an actual loving relationship, they're full of honor, charisma, vision. They know what they want in a partner, and they know it's you. And they're going to have this offer, okay, towards you. And it's going to be a stark difference here between the Five of Swords and this King of Wands. You're going to look back at the Five of Swords in that relationship and just say, no, I am good. No, I don't want that anymore. I am taking that Eight of Cups and I'm walking away gladly. Gladly. Because the Eight of Cups, this description, it always unsettles me because sometimes you do need to walk away to get what you actually need. All right. So the fact that it's abandonment and disappointment, yes, but you're walking towards something that you're actually wanting, right, and needing at the time. So that is something to really keep in mind. This King of Wands, though, is a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so it could be somebody that you know. It could be a boss figure. It could be a person that is a leader in their own community. It could be a person that you just look up to as well. That's something that is very, very present in the King of Wands. If this is like some kind of competition in business, then you've got another offer coming in. You've got another person that's coming in and saying, hey, you know what? I want to hire you. I want you to be on my team. It's going to be so much more beneficial for you. It's going to be so much more lucrative for you that you should be on my team. I'm going to give you much more money than you earned before. And now is the time to do it. All right. Okay. That was only 4 cards. That's just crazy. Here we go. Notice no reversals in this one too. I read reversals just so if you're new here, I read reversals. So the fact that there's no reversals is pretty exciting. All right. We have the Wheel of Fortune, destiny, changes, cycles of change, karmic lessons, divine timing. All of this is coming around now to where before this might have been a conflict, and now you've learned your lessons in this conflict, and nothing tastes sweeter than moving on from something that didn't serve you to something that does. Do you know how that feels? I definitely do. I know a lot of you are more experienced in life like I am, and yes, it feels wonderful to be in that new chapter, right? That new environment with that new person to say, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I needed. Why was I spending so much time with that Five of Swords when I could have been with this King of Wands, right? So the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Do not worry. It's actually happening. All right. All right. So yes, Eight of Pentacles. I really feel that this Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups balance each other out in this. Okay. The fact that you have the Eight of Cups and you're walking away from it is because you've been working on yourself, right? You've been working on yourself. You've been really taking yourself to task and saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better at this, and I'm going to make this happen. So with this could be a person, since it's next to the King of Wands, that's going to teach you all of these different things, teach you how to master all of these different things. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But also, you could be teaching yourself just this self-mastery and saying, you know what? I don't need that Five of Swords in my life anymore. I can move on. I can move on. Finally, there's another offer on the table, or there will be another offer on the table for some of you. And it's going to be so exciting, and you're going to be filled with purpose again. So all of that in this reading is absolutely amazing. The Hierophant. Okay, so we have spiritual wisdom, religious beliefs, conformity, tradition, and institutions seeking guidance. Yes. Definitely another Taurus. So there's a lot of Taurus earth energy in here. Do you know of a Taurus that could be, you do look up to? That could be this person. The other way is that you have another person coming in and actually teaching you different ways. And I hesitate to say religious beliefs because some of you are religious, some are spiritual, right? So we represent both here. Whatever you feel the most comfortable with this card, the Hierophant, it's all about teaching. It's all about knowing what other people have gone through and why they do the things they do, right? So either learning from these different people, or if you're in a position where you can actually teach this, right? So you have been working on your self-mastery, maybe you can start to teach what you have learned to other people that need it, because there's other people down here, as you can see, that actually need to know your knowledge. So with this wheel turning, moving away from that Five of Swords, moving into that King of Wands energy, mastering yourself, and actually being able to teach it, that is quite the journey as well, and maybe one for you, okay? So you could be even starting up some kind of counseling, or could be a therapist of that sort. We also have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Swords. Ambitious, action-oriented, driven, and impatient, charging ahead, heir of air. Okay, so now is go time with this. And this could be another person romantically coming in, and they're going to feel a little bit more, I would say, present and maybe a little bit more aggressive in their advances towards you, because this could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this is Knight of Swords. They're coming in and actually saying, yes, I really like you. And you might be taken aback by that with that cups over here, the Ace of Cups. But just know that it's all well-intentioned, right? The Wheel of Fortune being diagonal from this Knight of Swords, it's going to be well-intentioned. They may actually take you aback for a while, like they may take you by surprise, but know that this Knight of Swords is well-intentioned for some of you, okay? So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot happening for all of you, and I'm really excited. So look how many things that are being attracted into your life. You've got the Ace of Cups offer. You've got the King of Wands as a lover, a Knight of Swords as a lover, the Hierophant as a teacher, you're self-mastering, or even in a business situation, you have a lot of different tutors that are coming in, or leaders that are helping you. You may even have a job offer coming down the way, and maybe even a career change here with the Hierophant. So lots of good things coming your way, collective, and I'm excited. So now we have the tarot spread. Now I do the spirit channeling beforehand with all these different messages that spirit is actually telling me as we go along. And it's something that I combine artwork with this channeling to really pinpoint other details from the actual tarot spread. So we discover the tarot spread together, and with the spirit channeling, it's something I do before, but I don't know how it actually corresponds until we get to this point right here. So this is always a lot of fun. So let's see what's going on here. So we have the badger, all right? And it looks like this badger likes to travel, has seen a lot of different places, and is kind of patched up, right? Kind of patched up. Maybe has had to fight a lot. And this reminds me of this situation here with the Five of Swords. The badger can be very defensive, protective. An animal that really actually is very defensive and protective of their own ground, and doesn't give an inch. Okay. So the fact that this competition is happening here, it's truly a gift that you've had. It may feel like, boy, I've had to use this gift a lot and maybe too much in this Five of Swords situation, but know that that is actually, you are moving out of that phase. So you won't have to be so defensive, like guarding your ground all the time for some of you, okay? You're going to really be more like a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more bountiful, and not fighting every inch, every day of the way, okay? That can be exhausting. All right, so the next message that I actually got was 18-wheelers, right? So it's something that it's going to be a lot of semi-trucks coming your way. Now, 1 out of the 18 is beginnings, and 8 is bountiful, all right? So there's a lot of different bountiful happenings and gifts and blessings coming your way. I feel like these different semi-trucks are coming in with loads of pentacles, all right, for you. That's what I really saw. There's going to be an abundance coming your way, and it's going to be overwhelming at how much this abundance is. So the fact that you have this Ace of Cups offer is wonderful, okay? And this King of Wands and this Knight of Swords will feel differently. You could also get a lot of mental clarity from this Knight of Swords too. You could have this jolt in the middle of the night with an amazing idea that brings in this bounty as well, okay? So the fact that this whole caravan is bringing in blessings for you is absolutely amazing. Then I saw a fight or flight of the bumblebees, right? So Flight of the Bumblebees is an old classical song, but it's something that really grabbed me because bumblebees typically are very gentle, right? So that you might be a gentle person day in and day out, but when you're pushed like this badger and in this Five of Swords situation, then it's going to be something that's really, really tense. But you don't back down, nor should you, right? You don't back down, nor should you. And Spirit is coming in and saying, you know what? You did the right thing. You did the right thing, and you held your ground, and now you're moving on to see what else is out there, right? That was a lot of energy spent there. That was a lot of time spent in that Five of Swords era. But now it's time for a new era for you. It's time to move on and see what else is out there. But the other thing that I love about this as well is I'm sensing that there's going to be a team of people, okay, coming in, because bumblebees and all bees work as a team, right? There's no one person that actually stands out. They are actually helping each other all of the time. So I really feel like either this is Spirit and spirits coming in to help you, or a group of beings, people coming in to help you to actually get through this time in your life. This one I loved because it's like a heart burst, right? It's a heart burst. I feel like you're going to feel like your heart is bursting when this Ace of Cups comes in. It's going to feel so good, so right. It's going to be like that King of Wands, right? That Knight of Swords is going to feel like it fits, okay? And I always like to mention that the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords, they have male energy, but it's not gender, okay? So that's different. So male energy is coming in. All right. So if you feel that male energy, it could be in any gender that is out there. All right. So someone that you are attracted to has that male energy. We all have male and female energy in all of us, but we have a little bit more or a little bit less of one or the other, right? So that heart burst is absolutely amazing. And I feel like your heart chakra is going to be open, and it's going to feel like an explosion. And it's going to feel like all of this different energy is going to well up inside of you. And you're going to feel this amazing tingling, like I am right now, this amazing tingling all up and down your body. And I don't think for some of you, you've felt that for a while. All right. This is interesting here because I heard old time trinkets. Some of you may like to go to antique stores and actually see what they have there. All right. But there's going to be something that comes up, or something that's in your visual sensory, right? On a day that is ordained by the divine. And this is going to say, this means something to you. This is a message directly from Spirit to you, and you're going to know what that means. Now, the Hierophant here is all about tradition, okay? So these things were made in a tradition, and they mean something now to you, whatever that is, right? Whatever that is. It could be a spiritual, it could be religious, it could be some kind of trinket that actually really means something to you. All right. So like for myself, I like gnomes. Whenever I see a gnome, I get happy, right? It's something, and gnomes have a long history. It's something of mythology, something of different stories, and I love gnomes. So, but something like that, right? There's going to be some kind of trinket that catches your eye and it means something to you. So look, keep a lookout for that. All right. All right. We also have a fox. Now, a fox is very interesting in this situation, because I think in this situation here, in this competition, foxes always win, but they have to be patient. So it may have been where you were in a situation that you had to be patient with this person. Maybe this was a coworker that was just unbearable. Have you ever had a coworker that's been unbearable to work with, but you've had to put up with them? It's awful. It's awful. So the fact that you have waited it out and you are now moving on, maybe you've won that actual competition by leaving. All right. Maybe it doesn't feel like you've won and they are still there, but guess what? For some of you, that Ace of Cups is coming in and you're going to get a different job offer and feel amazing anyways. So they're still stuck where they're at and you don't have to deal with them anymore. All right. That's what's coming to me with Spirit here. The next one is a lemur on a rocket. Okay. So the lemur in some cultures is a divine being. All right. It's the gateway between the spiritual and the earth plane. All right. And also they're very playful. All right. They're almost like little fairies, right? And on a rocket, this is coming in very quickly. So this could be a spirit guide coming in and giving you those different mental clarities. This could be a spirit guide coming in and giving you different protection. This could be a message from Spirit coming in and saying, okay, this is what you need to do in this situation. But both of these really mimic each other here. And I love the fact that that lemur is on a rocket. That is absolutely fantastic. So Spirit, thank you for that message. I really, truly appreciate that. All right. The next one is soul contracts. Okay. Soul contract connection. That's what I got. Soul contract connection. Who's ever coming into your life, this Ace of Cups offer is part of your soul contract connection. All right. So we have two outlined people connected even before you went down here into this earth plane this time. This is something, this next connection is going to be very, very important. And it looks like it's going to be very beneficial to you with all of these different cards here. All right. So the fact that this connection is meaning so much at this point in time is very special. Just like the Wheel of Fortune is rolling around, right? That karma is rolling around, and making sure that you are there at that right time to meet that right person. Okay. And I also like to say on this channel, it could be an animal, all right, as well. It could be a plant. It doesn't matter. Like, all of us are connected. And I like to keep it broad, because the fact that all of us are down here on this earth plane and we can share different things with one another, that is something that is so special. Because I know that for me, I've had soul contracts with the animals that I've met. They have been so special in my life, and I bet you can feel the same way too. Let me know if you do. All right. Now, as promised, there are a couple more bonuses. Some of you that have been watching will know what they are, but we have the angel number guidance. Okay. So we have 1111. Very good number. And you can see it on a clock, which is always fun. Manifestation portal. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Align with your highest truth and desires. Yes, absolutely. Align with your highest truth and desires. What are those, right? You're walking away from that combative, competitive area. And what if you manifest this Ace of Cups coming in? What are you actually manifesting? Now is a very powerful portal, according to Spirit, for you. All right. So what is that actually going to look like for you? What are you going to manifest into your life? What do you want? Now, that may look a little intimidating, but you've also been working on self-mastery for some of you. So some of you will know exactly what that is, and others, Spirit is saying, hey, it's time to find out what that is. All right. All right. We're at the current moon phase, first quarter. It's going to be October 1st, 2025. And just know this is the feeling of this reading if you're watching at a different time, because it's decision-making time. It's taking action time. The phase brings challenges that test your commitment to your goals. The energy supports making important decisions, taking decisive action, and pushing through resistance to achieve what you've set in motion. So clear out that Five of Swords energy. Those 18-wheelers are coming down the road and giving you that abundance, right? You're ready. I'm ready. We're all ready. We're ready, Spirit. Let's do this. We have an ancient wisdom symbol. It's the Celtic knot, the ancient Celtic knot, all right? So we have interwoven pattern with no beginning or end, representing eternity, loyalty, and faith. These endless loops symbolize the interconnectedness of life and eternity, spiritual growth, and endless love. That sounds good to me, collective. Does that sound good to you? Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here again today. I truly appreciate it. If this is your first time, welcome here, and we'd love to have you back. All right, take care, and I'll see you next time.